England, the late 8th century. The country we now know as England was split into many kingdoms and petty fiefdoms in the late 700s, foremost among which were Northumberland and Mercia, as well as East Anglia, Cornwall and Wessex. Whilst the oracles had foretold that the Kingdom of Wessex would come to dominate the British Isles, it was in fact the Kingdom of Mercia. Up until the 770s, Mercia had been ruled by House Icewing. A prominent and powerful noble family, House Icewing were of ancient nobility and ruled by the King Offa. It was not this King Offa or House Icewing at all that would take Mercia forward into greatness. That honour and that responsibility lay with another noble house, House Willer. The Willers were a prominent noble family and close allies of the Icewings, who rose to great wealth trading with Norse explorers and Irish counts. The first mention of House Willer in the history texts talk of a fair-haired merchant named Josua, who came to the Mercian court based in Leicester as a merchant who could get the nobles what they wanted when they wanted it. Hence, Josua became a close friend of King Offa's. He was able to obtain not only goods, but information on Offa's many enemies to the north, Northumberland, to the east, East Anglia, and to the west, the gathering Welsh camps. It is at this point, around 770, that Offa completely surrendered his position and his power, naming Josua as his successor. His vassals were furious, and as were his sons. The rest of England, meanwhile, looked on with absolute bafflement, and also with greed, thinking this to be a sign of Mercia's weakness. Offa's reasons were never made clear. No scholars of that period know why House Icewing was so ready to give up its lands and incomes. Perhaps Josua had found something scandalous with Offa and blackmailed him completely, or it could just be that Offa grew tired of ruling. But what was most clear is that Josua Willer, once a merchant, was now king. Josua, first of the Willer kings, rose to power. This rise was the most notable of his actions, but not the most scandalous. Once crowned and accepted, he married a lowborn commoner from Italy named Genervia. One writer from that period suggests that Genervia ruled through Josua. But if that was the case, all that can really be said was that she was a shrewd, cunning and capable leader, squashing rebellions before they happened and advising the king wisely on his decisions. With the possible help of Genervia, Josua tamed the stray camps who had gone AWOL in his succession. Together they sired a single daughter, Aelfa, one of the greatest queens Mercia would see. It seems strange, does it not, that Josua's vassals would accept him and his commoner queen. It is noted, however, that this acceptance was earned by Joshua's steadfast commitment to matters of state and arbitration, functioning more as a high judge than a warlord. What began as a promising reign shortly came to an end. 3 years following Aelfa's birth, Josua passed away from great pox, designating Genervia as regent shortly before he died. On his death, his only remaining child, Aelfa, was crowned at just 3 years old.